What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about ARK today, ARK, at the request of JVD Beak. We're doing this for you, my friend. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Looking at ARK here, because it's a rather interesting pattern, isn't it? I think you guys can all see, whether you believe in chart patterns or not, it's indisputable that you're in some kind of symmetrical triangle here, right? And there's so many symmetrical triangles that have played out. I want to show you a very iconic kind of symmetrical triangle here, right? Can you see it? You can see it already, can't you? Right? From the highs down here, and that's not even the best high, but something like that. Yeah, high down there, lows down here, and look at where you broke, right? It was basically at the end, almost like a comparable area to where you are now in ARK, right? XRP did that. What about XLM? Did XLM have one like that? I forget. Yeah, it was basically the exact same kind of look, right? Except a little bit more pronounced here, and then longer term back here, right? But again, at the tip, that's where you broke out, right? So you don't have to break out at the tip. You can break out before the tip. You can move sideways and break out after the tip. You have a little, I don't even know what to call that there. Maybe some people do, but I'm not going to go there. Anyways, it seems as though you're at the end of this move and that you likely will break out. Now, are you going to break out to the downside or the upside? I'm sure that's what Mr. Beak is wondering, and that's probably what a lot of people who are invested in this are wondering. Well, it's a crypto. We are in the crypto bull run. Alt season is about to begin. It's probably starting this week, if not definitely going to be in full swing in March. My thoughts are you're going to break out to the upside, baby. You're going to go real high, real fast. It's going to be phenomenal. You think this was fun for 2 months? You're going to do something even better than that over 1 month. That's what I'm thinking, right? We'll see. We'll see how true that is. I want to look at this. I don't know too much about this coin. I just know a lot about the, or not a lot, but a little bit about the chart. I love it. $76 million market cap. Very low market cap. To see a 100x, you'd only have to get to you'd have to get to a $7.6 billion market cap. That's a 100x. That's not a small task at hand, but it's a very accomplishable task. This thing is 100xable. Now, just because I'm saying that, it's not financial advice, not a financial advisor, right? It doesn't mean that it has to go there. It's just a possibility, and it's not something that's impossible at all, because that market cap, while not being an easy thing to do, no 100x is easy to do. It's very attainable, and it's coins like this that do that, right? It's coins in this kind of area at the number 456 that would do that. I'm glad that we're talking about this coin because I really do love this kind of formation. In fact, I feel like this cycle is the cycle of the symmetrical triangle. You see them everywhere, and they work out so well. And generally, right in this last bit here, we're on a monthly time frame. I don't think you're going to consolidate for months more, man. I think you are about to fly. You really are. So let's stop gawking over this thing. Let's look at the high. Let's look at the low, and just measure where you're going to go. Okay. And actually, to be completely fair, we'll do the measure move too. But where you're going to go at a minimum, I would think, is to the 786, 886 area right there. Right by the end of the cycle, I think you'll be at higher prices, definitely. But at a minimum, maybe I shouldn't say at a minimum by the end of March. Minimum by the end of March, I would think that you're at least back at these highs, okay? Oh, yeah. No, I'm glad I didn't say that, okay? Because that by the end of March, that's like a 20-something. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't do a 20x, but these might be targets that are more reserved for like April, May. That might be that, or even later than that. But minimum by the end of March, I would think that you return back to the top side of this zone here. Something at the golden ratio, which that's about a 7.5x. That's a pretty good minimum for 1 month, man. That's a pretty, what I was saying again. This was fun 2 months. I think you're gonna have that, but in 1 month, it's gonna be even more fun. And that's a good target. I suppose I'm looking at this. The true minimum might be $1.50, but I don't think you stop there, man. I really don't. I really don't. You didn't consolidate since 2017 to just break out here. Like I think you're gonna make a true minimum at $3.05. A true maximum could be a 21x here. Because I forget, man. I forget I'm on the monthly time frame. This thing has been consolidating its whole life. Wow. Let me look at this thing a little bit more. Hold on. Like that, it looks like it's been around for not that much time, but man, we're on a monthly aspect. This thing's been around since 2017. This thing has been around for a while. Okay. Max supply is unknown. Whatever. Undefined. Let me look at the log real quick. Let me look at all. The price looks like that. The market cap Looks like that. It looks the same. Good. That's encouraging. I like that. I don't want to see the market cap growing while the price is consolidating or decaying. So that's at least encouraging, and especially whenever you see something that doesn't have a max supply limit, right? Oh, but your fully diluted valuation. Cool. So they're not going to inflate this thing, or at least hopefully they don't inflate this thing, right? Multiple cycles, you guys. You really could by the end of March actually see a 21x. This is going to be eruptive, to say the least, right? You're going to see a monthly candle here in March that is bigger than anything that you've probably seen, even bigger than what you saw in last cycle, right? That was a 201% move. That's a 131% move. I would think March's candle closes dramatically higher. It might be a combination of both of those candles, right? You might not see a 21x by the close, but you could maybe wick all the way up there by the end of March and then come back down, something like that. Closing at these areas for support and then moving higher. I don't know. We're talking about extreme levels here, but this is a very extreme phase of consolidation. It's very, very extreme. And I don't think that this thing's irrelevant. This man, I don't know, Mr. Beak, I'm glad that you brought this up, because I'm actually kind of interested in this thing. Coins like this interest me. They really do. And I say that, be careful, not financial advice. We could tank. You never know. But I feel like a coin that's been around since 2017, it's been around for multiple cycles. If it was going to see lower lows, it would have done so already. Like, why hasn't it, right? Like, it's had every reason to do it because it hasn't seen new all-time highs. There's certainly not any interest in this thing. I don't hear people talking about it. I don't know anything about this coin. And yet, it's remained stagnant, which is good. That's actually a good thing in this kind of phase of consolidation, because when you catch life at all, that's a signal to a lot of traders that are looking for coins like this, me myself included, man. You've got a lot of potential here. I'm going to stop gawking at it. Monthly RSI, it looks weird. I don't know. It's not bad. It's not good. It's just weird. Weekly RSI, in a position to look good if we can close this week green, if we can continue from here. If we start progressing lower, it would actually not look good from here. So get this week to close green. Yeah. Low here to this high, relative high, pulled back to your golden zone. That's a very positive reaction off of that zone too. How much did you pump here from a low to a high? 33, 38%. Nice little pump there. Yeah, I like it, man. Finding support at previous areas of resistance here, previous areas of resistance there, golden ratio zone. I definitely like it. Looking at the daily, man, I think I just found my next purchase, or something that I'm going to put on my list of interests at least, right? You're in this downtrend in your daily RSI, okay? You haven't broken out of it yet. That wasn't the best top line, but you haven't broken out of it yet, but you look like you could be in a position to break out of it. I would assume that your downtrend in the daily RSI, which also the downtrend in the daily RSI started back here when you started to consolidate in this zone. I would assume a breakout of this downtrend of the daily RSI would also lead to a breakout of this zone here. So culminating that together, instead of using the RSI to determine where the price will break out, let's use the fibs so that we can actually get a price on there. From a relative high to the relative low, what I would want to see is that you move up above 56.2 cents. So I would suspect that by the time you move up above 56.2 cents, you will also be outside of this descending trend line above the 50 there. So 56.2 cents is the area to watch. Not to suggest that once you get up here that it's go time and you're going right through the roof right then. You could, anything can happen. But I think more so that even if you go here and you find resistance, you're getting ready. It signals that this is the low. This will be a higher low, and that you are getting ready to break out higher, right? If not, maybe you just tear through it, you come back and find support on it, and then you just rip more aggressively. Anything can happen. I am expecting, again, because you are at the base end of this rather long and extensive, very tightly wound consolidated phase, I'm expecting something that's rather miraculous, you guys. This thing's going to come out of nowhere and make it on headline news. I'm telling you, it's going to be phenomenal. But I don't know if I have anything else that I want to add other than that, right? Is it a good time to buy? Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but hell, that probably. I might buy this thing, man. This thing is taking my interest for sure. I actually, oh, yeah. I'm going to look into this. I'm not going to buy. I only buy coins that I research, okay? I only buy coins that I can look at somebody, have a conversation with, and tell them what it does. If I can't tell them what it does, if I can't explain it to them, I don't buy it, right? Because I need to understand what it is first. So I don't know what this coin is. Based on the charts, I'm liking it a lot. It has a really nice presentation, but I'm going to get to know it first. I'll probably come back with a video on it tomorrow, maybe. If not, whenever I make a purchase. and I'll let you guys know what I think about it a little bit more. But I definitely, from a chart perspective, I think this thing has some potential. It has my interests. I don't normally talk about coins like this. Hit a like button, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy. Bye bye.